Hello everybody, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and today we are here with a haul. So it's normally a flick through, and I normally do it on a Monday, but I'm here on a Tuesday, just energy allowing basically. So these are things that I either bought or I got for free on Sunday. We went out for a little jaunt to a place called Blackthorpe or Blackthorn Barns. It's near Bury St Edmunds, and it's like a private country estate where they have like a cafe and a Christmas shop, and they have walks you can go on. So let's do those bits first because they're quite exciting. You can see there's books and things as well. But I've also got paper bags. They might become that journal. But I look forward to, doing that. I'm quite excited. I've got my hot chocolate. So grab yourself a hot chocolate or tea or whatever. I had a really busy day yesterday, and I felt like I was hit by a truck by the time I finished. I had my in-office day. I'll put these two on side because I think they're probably a bit glary. Yeah, I had my in-office day, which is lovely, but it's just like we just chatter non-stop. We're working, but we're chatting, and if we're not chatting together, then we're on a call to a client, and it just, it feels like you're hit by a bus. Very pleasantly so at the end of it. By the time I did some shopping, I was in no fit state. I could not word, could not brain. I was in no fit state. So, at Blackthorn Barns in the Christmas shop, my husband bought me this because I'm Robin obsessed, to go on my Robin tree in the, I don't know whether I'm going to put that in the dining room or put it in the, on the main tree. I don't know, having a little bit of a rethink, but yeah, it's beautiful, little felted. I might try and do some felting, wool felted sort of Robin thing. The brand is Florasilk, so I don't know if that's an international brand, but there we go. He also got me, I don't have it down here because it's downstairs on the mantle, sort of one of those, it's a German idea, and they're normally made out of wood in the German ones, but it's like you put a candle in it and it spins, and it's got little cats and moons in it because we have a cat, so, and we thought it wasn't too Christmassy, so there was that. That's not from Blackthorn Barns, that's from the next place. So when we got there in the Christmas shop, everything was mega expensive, but I got some good ideas, and actually my Christmas decorations are quite classic, and I just add a few bits to it every year. You might get some sprigs. I think I have got some picks and things to put in my Christmas tree, but because I keep it sort of red, gold, robins, that's basically it. And naturally it kind of, it's fine. I don't feel like I need to. I wouldn't really if it was all out of date, to be honest. But I like looking at these things. But what I did find that was exciting was some of their napkins and decorated tissues. And I think I might try and go again after Christmas. We might go again before Christmas because we have some friends in London who come up. We need to go to them first. It might not happen. But I think definitely after Christmas I'll go if it's still open, just for like the sales and stuff. Because there was these tissues, which are like face tissues, from Emma Bridgewater, who's like a ceramicist in the UK, and she does sponge wear, and those are very pretty, and I thought they work Christmassy, and I thought I could use that in lots of things. So I got those. I think they were a little bit spendy for what they are. I think they were $1.99, but I don't, how many did I get? I think there's like 20 of them in a packet. So yeah. So that's not too bad really when you think about it. And then there were these napkins that were a bit more. They were more like £4. So you got 20 napkins in each one. But I just was counting the robins. Now I have a printer. I was thinking, why am I still buying things like this? I have a printer that I hardly ever use. But then I thought, because what I like about using the napkins is you can decoupage them and the background comes forward, like sort of that book page or whatever comes forward, and it automatically creates 2 layers in whatever you're doing. So even if, like this little chap, that I stuck him on a book page and I cut, you know, very, very delicately cut him out completely, fussy cut him out, there would be like words or numbers behind him, and that would automatically create a second layer. And I think layers are really key for making things look good. So that's why I got that, because I was like, there must be about 18, what do I think? Yeah, about 18 birds on each napkin. 20 napkins, you do the math, and then all the holly. And it's nice because we've got, I mean, that's unusual holly to have the little flowers on, because normally you just have holly at Christmas with the berries. But the holly looked nice too, and I thought, that will be handy. So we got that. And then we got this one, which I have another wreath that I use sometimes for the thumbnails, which I got from Tesco, which are incredibly cheap. They're like £1.50, and I did have a quick look at the Christmas things at Tesco, and I'll show you the gingerbread men that I got. I need to go back and have a proper look though. So yeah, these napkins are not from Tesco, and they were £4, but you get 4 wreaths on each napkin and the element inside, because I actually would fussy tear this out, and that would be something separate, and then this would be stuck down onto book page. Again, a really useful element. That is quite Christmassy. You could use it other times a year, but I think it is quite Christmassy. So those were the things from Blackthorn or Blackthorpe Barns, don't know, somewhere in Bury St Edmunds, or on the other side of Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. If you're not in the UK, that won't mean anything to you. In fact, if you're not in the southeast of England, that won't mean anything to you. But it's a nice place to go if you ever are. So the next place we went after that was, we went to the supermarkets. This wasn't on Sunday, this was on Saturday. That was it, because I rested all day Sunday. So we went to Tesco, which is where I got that. Oh, sorry, brain is a bit dead. I also got these from Blackthorpe Barns, which I'm going to put onto, and they're Giselda Graham, which is a lovely sort of Christmas brand that we have in the UK, and she normally does little fairies that I was really into when I was in my 20s. I would have them up all year round in my little room, like in my shared house, you know, that you have before you get married and stuff, that kind of a thing. Anyway, so yeah, I've got little mushrooms. They were about £5, but you got quite a lot of mushrooms. I thought they would be nice on my little tree. There's just something that's a bit different. There might be too many things on this little tree. I don't know. I don't much care, really. So then there's these. I was just like, that's so many. And you could do so many things with this. Look at how many gingerbread men we get on one. So this is £1.50 for 20 napkins, and it was just bajillions. So I think these are the little people that are going to live in the houses that I stamp. I do have a little tiny stamp as well, but I just thought that they are so jolly. There's no ladies, but I think I could you could probably say that she's a lady. We'll say that. But there we go. So there was that. So now I have enough Christmas napkins for 10 million years. Yeah. And then on the bookshelves, there was a Pride and Prejudice. Now, I love a Jane Austen. And I am very typical. No, actually, I don't think this is my favourite. I think Persuasion is really my favourite. I think it's Persuasion, and then it's this, and then it's Sense and Sensibility. And then the others sort of pale into insignificance. Emma, I guess, after that. Then Mansfield Park, then Northanger Abbey. I don't like Northanger Abbey at all. I just think it's silly. Well, no, I think the heroine's silly and I just get annoyed with it. So, anyway. This is my favourite. He actually looks more like Mr. Wickham than Mr. Darcy, because he's a bit of a dandy. He's got too many frills here. But we're going to not worry about that. And I'm going to turn it into a journal. And I think I do have a Sense and Sensibility. Or is it Mansfield Park? I don't know. I have another one. So basically, if I see a Jane Austen hardback, I've decided I'm going to grab it off those shelves. And I paid the grand price of 50p for this book. And it's great. And I can see myself, and they're 2 a penny really. Like, I don't even know, Great Reads, I don't even know that brand. So I don't feel bad about chopping it up. And I think the experience I've had in the pandemic where like people were just filling skips with books and things, and it wasn't just the place I was working at, it was another place on Facebook where they were begging people to come and take the books away before they put them in the skips. And I just think we have too many things. So it's okay. I don't feel bad. Sorry if you do feel bad for it, but I think, you know, it'll be alright. So that's coming up probably in the spring. So it's not any time soon, but it is something that I bought. And it'll go onto my library shelves, either out on the landing or there's some behind my door in the craft room where sort of books that are waiting to meet their next destiny. So the next thing is seasonal magazines in supermarkets. So I've only got Tesco and Aldi, and I got 2 of each. And these are just the festive food ones. I couldn't see the ones with the gifts, so I'm wondering if they might come out or if they might have abandoned that. I don't know, because they all probably follow suit. But I think there are still things we can glean from these magazines, and we'll have a quick flip through and we will cut a few things out. So there we go. Straight away, there are things there that we can cut out. So let's take it out. Not ripping it out very well, but there we go. So we can either, I mean, I would probably cut the entire thing out and make it like a bit of a dome. I'm just going to put it to one side for now, but you could actually use that bit in a tag. Those bits you can either cut them out separately or use it, you know, you could make a big tag out of that. That's handy. Even like the Sweet Talk. So this is for pre-catered food that you can just buy from both. You can buy it from Aldi as well. You can buy it from most of the supermarkets. I didn't think I saw mince pies in this one though, because I thought mince pies are that would be handy in my journal that I'm making. That I will work on next. That'll be the next video, is to do more on that journal, because I'm excited about it. There are these, so there's little, I'm not going to rip them out, but there's all these little stars throughout. So there's that, and then there will be booze, and with booze comes labels. Is there booze in this one? There's that. You could cut that bottle out. That would make a nice little tag. Depends if you're into booze or not. If you find something that's your favourite, you know, your favourite meal, you could cut that out as well. So it's a bit of a bust, the Tesco one. Let's have a look what the Aldi's one's like. Well, we'll use that. We will use that one. Oh, this has got little bits and pieces. I think that one did as well. Did it? No, it's this one, because I had a quick flip through. So this one has got flowers. So you've got like that swag. That looks nice. That looks nice. These things can be fussy cut out enough so that they would be nice on a tag. That's quite sweet. You can make a tag out of that. Again, so we have got the boozy ones. So that's quite a nice bottle, would make a nice tag. It's that sort of swirly, it's got bits of gold leaf in it. I don't know if I'm going to be drinking alcohol this Christmas, because I'm doing a low sugar thing. This is a low sugar hot chocolate, or a no sugar hot chocolate. I don't know what it's got in it. It's not clean. I'm doing one thing at a time. Get rid of the sugar first and then I'll work out what's clean. This is an interesting page. So this is gins, which actually is my tipple of choice if I was drinking alcohol, would be a gin. So sloe gin, I think I've talked to you about before. You go in the hedgerows, you get the sloes, you steep it in the gin, make a Christmassy drink. Well, Aldi's done that for you. You don't have to go into the hedgerows. So that would be nice, and actually I would like that in my Flower Fairy book because we have a sloe fairy. That one's quite nice as well, and that's very Christmassy. Roasted pineapple, no, that's not nice, but just that one is nice. They kind of look like potions bottles, don't they? So you could cut those out. They'll make little tags, they'll stick in little pockets, pocket fillers. That's what these types of things are, pocket fillers. They're not going to be your main star in your journal, but you can make very nice pocket fillers. Glühwein. Oh, see, I do like a Glühwein. Or a mulled wine. So that would be nice too. So I'm spying out things that I can cut out. The Proseccos, all of those, they can become little tags that go in pockets. A Christmas cuthbert cake. I don't know about that. All the little party food. Ah, see, there's mince pies. Mince pies, if you're not British, you might not know. I guess if you're Canadian, you probably would have mince pies. Do you have mince pies in Canada? Is it Sally? Let me know, do you have them? If you're watching in Australia, you probably do, or New Zealand, or South Africa, like kind of places that were recently colonised. It's all very uncomfortable, isn't it? But mince pies are a very old thing. They're a very old English thing, and they're pastry, and then they're spiced fruits, spiced dried fruits that have sort of been seeped in alcohol and various things, and there's suet fat in there, like kind of beef fat in there, because they used to have actual mince meat, so that's why they call them mince pies, because they used to have mince beef in them basically, but they don't now. In the medieval times they did. Now they're a sweet treat that, you know, it's mince pie season, so you eat them. It's like the Italians have a panettone, we have a mince pie or Christmas pudding or Christmas cake. We obviously, our desserts are tailored towards the winter, and they definitely are not good for your waistline, but they are very tasty. I prefer homemade mince pies to anything else, so all those flaky pastry ones will be nice. But they're very nice to cut out like that. I quite like that one to cut out. That one would be nice to cut out. And one of those would be nice. So, cheeses. Anything else for anything else. Christmas pudding. So that's a Christmas pudding. Could do that. It's got some brandy over it. Fruit and veg might be nice, depending on what kind of journal you're going for. I will keep an eye out for other free magazines, because there'll be garden centre ones and all kinds of things coming through the door, and we'll do some more sort of exploration of what are the things we can find in our environment that we can use, like that Christmas tree. So that Christmas tree, I probably, because that would be too big, but let me find, where's my journal? Okay, so actually it's probably not too big for that journal. Would make a really lovely tag. So I would sort of kiss cut it. I wouldn't fussy cut it, because you're never going to get to all of these things. I would kiss cut it down, and then down here, and down and around. And then that would be a nice tag in that journal. So we will do that. We'll make that. We'll make all the things I've pointed out, really. So I've got 2 of those actually, so that'll be good. And I would just back it onto some nice card. Use a silicone glue, because I don't want this paper. Oh, on that side it's alright actually, yeah, but I still would use like a stronger glue, not like a Pritt stick. And you've got a nice tag that it looks good. You could paint around the outside, you know, like as though you were staining it with like an ink. You could just use some metallic paint just to sort of highlight around the outside. Look at that thing that he's sat in. It's like a little motorised car thing. didn't have things like that in the 80s. Oh no. But there we go. So that's the kind of things that I got for free. And then those are the things that I bought. So there was some money spent, but there also was some things that I got for free. And I got the book as well. Where have I put the book? I've got the book there as well. So that's my little haul. It's a little strange haul, isn't it? But I find that that's kind of how my supplies build up, is in drips and drabs like that. And I'll buy myself some, like I was eyeing up some metallic paint, even though I have bajillions of metallic paint. I was like, oh, I want some. I've got this notion of a green that I want, and I've not found the right green yet. So I'm always looking at metallic paints for that. I've got another advent calendar for a swap that I need to do. And this is one of the reasons I kind of decided to call a halt on the Etsy thing. And I've got, work is a bit full on. So I decided to stop spinning so many plates and take things easy and keep things simple. So we've got this haul. Don't know if it'll be tomorrow. It depends on how I've got a lot. I've got 4 appointments tomorrow, which is like a full day of talking and active listening, and I don't know if I will have words at the end of that day, but certainly Thursday we'll be working on that journal because it's a slacker day on Thursday. So there we go. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you stayed to the end, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment. If you're new, I make junk journals and I slow stitch, and I do other upcycly things. I like to upcycle and make things new. There we go. I'm going to go make sausages and potatoes and stuff now for dinner. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye, everybody.